Yes, guys, welcome back to the end of the video on the YouTube channel. We are back with the Arsenal content. No more England content for a good while now. We're going to get back into the swing of things with Arsenal. And in this one today, we're going to be delving into the latest news. Because it seems like the transfers are accelerating in Arsenal's way. At last. I mean, it's the 25th of July. This is the first transfer video of the summer on this channel. It's crazy. But it is safe to say we have been moving like HAL 9000 dying. So it's been a bore fest. But hey, better late than never, I suppose. We're going to be diving into the Calafiori deal. We're going to be also discussing about Emil Smith-Rowe. So let's not waste any more time. Let's hear your exclusive, which is a Fabrizio and Ornstein bomber yesterday. Riccardo Calafiori to Arsenal. Here we go. Bologna and Arsenal have started to exchange documents right now, all sorted also between Bologna and Basel. Calafiori will sign a 5-year deal, no option for 4 million/season net. Medical in the US, deal done, and story confirmed. So the deal is finally done. I've never witnessed this much stressing through a transfer. I don't remember the Declan Rice saga being this stressful, because obviously Manchester City were interested, whereas this Calafiori deal is slightly different. Chelsea obviously pulled out of the race because they knew Calafiori only wanted Arsenal, and we were just stewing over it for so long. I believe in the middle of June, after when Italy crashed out of the Euros, Calafiori wanted Arsenal. At the start of July, Calafiori wants Arsenal. In the middle of July, Calafiori wants Arsenal. Still no progress with the deal, but at last we have the deal done. Apparently it wasn't Arsenal's fault. I think it was Bologna and Basel struggling to discuss the sell-on clause and that. But it's finally done now. We don't have to drag through this stupid saga anymore. And yeah, first signing of the window. Well, second, if you want to count Tommy Setford. Obviously, he's going to be playing in the academy, isn't he? Depending on whether Ramsdale leaves or not. But yeah, he came in from Ajax. But yeah, young prodigy. I don't think he necessarily counts as a new signing. But same time, he might figure in the first team. He's on the pre-season tour. So I don't know. Obviously, we signed Raya permanently, but we had him from last season, so he doesn't really count. And now we've got Calafiori done. Now, what do we know about Calafiori? Obviously, he featured with Italy for the Euros. It's safe to say Italy didn't really have the best Euro 2024 campaign. They crashed out in the round of 16, courtesy of Switzerland. And yeah, it's safe to say that Calafiori was one of the standouts for Italy. He was one of the main reasons why Bologna qualified for Champions League. He was a pivotal part in that defence. He's very versatile. We know Arteta. He loves his versatile players. And based on what we've seen with Ben White, obviously the way he's been converted to a right back, it won't surprise me if Calafiori will play as the left back. I hear plenty of assumptions from other Arsenal fans suggesting he's going to play in front of Gabriel, which I completely disagree with. Maybe in the future, when Gabriel hits 27, 28, maybe that's when Calafiori will take over his spot and play alongside Saliba. But for the time being, I do fully expect Calafiori to play as the left back. And I think he'll be a brilliant signing for Arsenal. 42 million, for me, is a steal, considering he was one of the best defenders in Serie A last season. Obviously, I'm not going to scream from the rooftops and say, oh my God, he's the next Maldini. He's 22 years of age, so he's young, and we're going to see how he gets on. I just hope, we've seen this tournament hype before with Amrabat and that for Morocco, when Morocco got really far in the last World Cup. Amrabat was linked with a whole host of clubs, and he ended up going to Man United. Didn't really work out for him over there. So, yeah, let's just hope Calafiori isn't the same. But I don't think so. And also another strength about Calafiori that I'm really excited and has really brought me on board is his ball carrying ability. This guy carries the ball from centre-back, for God's sake. He plays like a midfielder, it feels like. The way he carries the ball from centre-back to, not even midfield, to the edge of the box, for God's sake. So I reckon him playing left-back will be a cheat code. Because he can get forward, he can whip in crosses, and I'm looking forward to what he can bring in this Arsenal team. I think it'll be a superb signing. 42 million isn't too much. Say if we splashed, 60 to 70 million on this guy, who we've only seen in the Euros, most people have seen in the Euros, then I'll be sat here very cautious about this. But 42 million, for me, is a steal, and I'm very happy with this signing. I mean, our back four, oh my God, we are stacked. Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori. With Declan Rice in front, oh my days. Our defence has just got stronger, and yeah, we needed another defender to provide squad depth in that area. I know we've got the likes of Tomiyasu, Timber, obviously next season he's going to be an important player. But let's be honest, Tomiyasu, Tierney, Zinchenko, all three of them are injury prone, so we needed another defender to deputise that left-hand side. So, yeah, I'm really pleased with this deal, and we'll see how he settles into the Premier League. I don't know if he's going to play against Man United on, is it the Sunday or the Saturday? I don't know. But there's a high case that he could be announced in time for the Liverpool game. And if he's not there for the Liverpool game, he's definitely going to be there for one of the Emirates Cup matches. So, first signing and hopefully many more. Now, moving on to the last bit of news for today is Emil Smith-Rowe. That's if I can get the page up. I've just closed the tab. What an absolute Moby. Here we are. Fulham, close to reaching agreement with Arsenal to sign Emil Smith-Rowe. Talks over move worth up to 35 million. Would be record recruit for Fulham, plus match biggest Arsenal sale. So, if this deal was somehow going to go through, then Smith-Rowe would top our, like, what do you call it? Our biggest salesman, if that makes sense. And we know over the years that Arsenal have struggled big time to sell players. And 35 million for a player that has not featured in, 2 years? In my opinion, I know I've given Edu a lot of stick because he can't sell players. We always get low fees for players, and we just don't invest that money into signing any other players, really. But I've got to give Edu props. That is, bro, 35 million. We could get another player at this rate in his position. And I'm looking at Eze in particular, who is available and is far too good to play for Crystal Palace. I don't know whether he'll come back to Arsenal after getting released, but I think he will be a perfect replacement for Emil Smith-Rowe. I can't lie. I really do like Smith-Rowe. 2 years ago, he was one of my favourite players. And he was partly the reason why Arteta is still in the job today. Because he gave Smith-Rowe his Premier League debut when we beat Chelsea on Boxing Day. And yeah, he went on a run of just consistency from then until the end of the season. And then 21-22 was peak Smith-Rowe. I think he bagged like, 10 goals, 11 goals. Let me just remind myself about that. Yeah, so 10 goals and 2 assists. Obviously, he picked up an injury towards the end of the season, so that tailed him off slightly. But the start of the 21-22 season, he was so good. Obviously, he signed a new contract, got the number 10 shirt. We were expecting big things, and then he fizzled out, didn't he? We bought Odegaard that same season. He started in front of him, got captain, and yeah, it's a shame really, because I thought him and Saka would be the focal points in Arsenal's future. Obviously, we've still got Saka, but Smith-Rowe, that one is a kick in the teeth. But sometimes you have to be ruthless. We are competing with Man City, and 35 million, you can't go wrong with that. So I wish Smith-Rowe all the best at Fulham, if that's where he is going. It's looking likely now, because I just don't see us refusing 35 million. I mean, I would have bitten your hand off for that. So yeah, farewell Smith-Rowe. Obviously, he didn't come on against Bournemouth. I forgot to mention that as well. We played Bournemouth in a pre-season friendly. We drew 1-1, but we won on penalties. So yeah, that was interesting to see. A lot of the youngsters, I thought some of the youngsters really did impress. Wineri in particular, who plays in a similar position to Smith-Rowe. This could be well, I can't speak. This could be his opportunity. Got it out at last. This could be Wineri's opportunity with Smith-Rowe leaving to really get a spot in this first team. But in the meantime, guys, that's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think of the Calafiori deal and what you make of Smith-Rowe leaving Arsenal for Fulham. And hopefully we get a replacement in, because got Fabio Vieira, who I still I don't think he's good enough. So I think we need someone else to cover Odegaard in case he breaks down. But I don't worry about Odegaard. He is very reliable when it comes to fitness and that. So yeah, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And yeah, I'll be back for some more transfer news potentially later on this week or next week.